see what we could see here today with our ball. Boy, I really blew this up so high. We'll see if I roll off of it. So we're gonna roll down and let's just start with some deep breaths. And we're gonna put the ball between our knees and just squeeze that to activate the hips. And roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and do a few pelvic tilts as you do this. Waking up the spine. And really press both feet down evenly. And now let's start to slowly reach the arms out and up. With each inhale and exhaling as we roll down, bringing the arms and the hips down. And we'll do a few more. And this one, we're just going to keep our hips and arms up, squeezing the ball, and take a couple more slow breaths, lengthening the arms. And as we roll down, we're going to bring the arms down and bring the legs, the knees up, so 90 degrees, and make some circles with the hips. And let's circle in the opposite direction. And now we're going to straighten our legs and bend. And let's do 5 of these, just kind of resisting the straightening and bend. And you can point and flex your feet. And wake up the back of the legs. And 2 more times. And then we're going to put our feet down. Let's lift our hips, roll up again, and this time walk the shoulder blades closer together and squeeze that ball. And feel the whole breath in the belly and the ribs and the upper chest. And we're going to roll down, and let's put our hands behind our head and do regular crunches, lifting and lowering. And we're going to add on, and as we bring the knees in, we're going to lift our legs up and bend and tap the feet down and keep going. And a few more. And then 2 more times like this. And let's put our feet down, arms come down, and we're going to roll the knees over to the right and breathe. Reaching the left arm out, turning the head to the left. Feel that left shoulder blade pressing down. And 1 more slow breath. And then let's roll the legs over to the other side and keep that breath going. And last deep breath. And let's come back to the center. One more time, we're going to lift the hips up, squeezing the ball and feeling the evenness in the hips. And then let's roll down, and we're going to take the ball out of the knees and put it underneath our back. And let's lift the legs up. And we're going to start with big backwards bicycles, bringing a knee to the chest and reaching the heel away from us. And one more. And then we're going to go forward with the bicycles, waking up the hips. And then take the legs down, so walking the legs down, and we're going to bring one knee in and the other leg out, extending through the heel, and waking up the knee joints. And let's do one more, and then we're going to walk the legs back up slowly, up toward the ceiling. And when you get up there, let's point and flex the feet. And feel how the hips are pressing down into the ball. We're going to make our circles with the feet and wake up the toes, kind of wiggle or lengthen the toes, and then go in the opposite direction. So let's take the toes, the big toes together, heels apart. Feel that rotation in the hip. And then the opposite, the heels together, the toes apart. And just notice that, lengthening the difference. And then just neutral with the legs, and we're going to open and close. And feel that deeper stretch with each time we open the legs. We're going to do one more, and let's add on, just like we always do. So reach the arms through and then over the head as the legs close. And let's do two more. And then let's try our happy baby. Release the hips and low back. And feel that the hips, how they're settling into the ball. And two more breaths. And then let's bring the feet together. Baddha Konasana. And we're going to keep the feet together as we bring them down to the mat. So see if you could do a little pelvic tilt while you're doing this and pressing the feet, the edge of the foot down into the mat. And let's start to just lengthen here, kind of breathing into this opening. Arms, if you can, goalpost position. And 3 slow breaths. And then let's release And we're going to put our feet down and let's bring the elbows closer together. So we're going to cross one arm over the other, Santa hug on our back, roll the shoulders down. And when you get there, turn your head over to the right. Just feel that stretch. And then over to the left slowly. And feel that stretch. And then we're going to come back to the center, arms come down, and let's roll the hips up again. And as we do, we're going to take our ball away and continue to lift the hips even higher. Just feel that release in the body, in the spine, and one more breath. And then rolling down on the mat, and let's roll to the side and come on up. And we're going to sit in our straddle pose. Just kind of feel the lengthening of the legs. We're going to bring our hands to our heart and roll the shoulders down. Take a couple of breaths and feel the lengthening all the way through your body. And let's twist the upper body to the right. And then over to the left. And then to the center, we're going to release and forward fold here, reaching the arms away from us and pressing the sits bones down. And let's walk our arms over to the right leg and keep the left leg pressed down. And over to the other side. And then back to the center and reach the arms forward for 3 breaths. And let's come on up. And we're going to bring the legs to the left. So bending the legs, so we're like a little mermaid here. We're going to twist to the right and continue to press the right hip down, but let the left hip come up. We're going to turn this into a deeper twist and stretch. Breathe into the opening. And then let's walk forward with the arms, hinging from the hips. And last deep breath. And let's come on up. And we're going to switch our legs. So they're coming over to the right, they're bent. Feel what's comfortable, might be different on this side. So first of all, twisting to the left. Just explore the stretch. And start to reach farther away from you and let the right hip come up. Wherever it's feeling good, feel that stretch and breathe. And one more breath. Let's walk forward. We're going to do the same thing as we hinge forward and take 3 deep breaths. And let's come on up. And we're going to bring our legs forward and come into our table pose. So let's put our feet down and lift our hips up. Just kind of stretch here, looking up to the ceiling. Head can come back. And then head to neutral. We're going to lift our right leg up and can, and then the left. And let's do that again, the right and the left. And let's do 5 tricep push-ups. Wake up the back of our arms. And now we're going to put our bottoms down and come into our boat pose. Let's just hold and breathe here, lengthening. Roll the shoulders down. And then bend the legs, grabbing the big toes. And let's lengthen the legs, really stretching through the back of the legs. 3 breaths. Really good. We're going to bring the legs together in butterfly and forward fold. And let's take a few more breaths as you walk your arms forward. Really good. Let's release. And we're going to come on over to hands and knees. And take a couple of times, let's do our cat-cow with the spine. And lengthen and breathe. And one more time. And then we're going to sit back into child's pose, stretching the arms forward. And then walk the arms to the right and over to the left and to the center. Let's try our puppy pose. And then down into sphinx on our belly. And take 3 more breaths. And then our half arm plank. And let's come back to our child's pose. And we're going to try a few iguanas, reaching the hips forward and looking up. Take your time, back to child's pose. And let's do 2 more. And now we're back in our child's pose. Let's come on up to downward dog. And press each heel down one at a time, kind of pedal them out. And let's come up on our toes, bend the knees, release the head. And we're going to walk forward to the top of our mat and just hang for a couple of breaths in our forward fold. And let's come all the way up. Arms reach out and up. Hands to our heart. And roll the shoulders down. Twist the upper body to the right. And then to the left and to the center. Let's lift the right knee up and just stand on our left foot. And then we're gonna switch right foot down, left knee up. And we're gonna do that again. We're gonna put the left foot down, lift the right knee up. Let's do a few ankle circles here. So just kind of a little circle with the foot and then circle in the opposite direction. And right foot down, let's switch and do the same thing with the left foot. Make some circles. And circle in the opposite direction. And then left foot down, let's inhale up. Forward fold, and we're gonna step our right leg back to our lunge and just look down here. Let's start to straighten the left leg. So a big rocking horse. And we're gonna bend the leg and step back, down dog. Right leg lifts up and steps forward. And the left. Let's try our halfway up position. Forward fold. And inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart, and roll the shoulders down. Upper body twist to the left. And then to the right. Back to the center. Let's inhale up. Forward fold, and let's try stepping back left leg. And whenever you're ready, start to straighten the right leg and breathe. Keep that foot pressed down. Then we're going to bend the right leg. Let's step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up, forward fold, and let's come all the way up. This time we're going to clasp our hands over our head, reach the palms up, lean to the right. Let's take our left leg out to the left and just lengthen here and breathe. And one more breath. And we're going to switch sides. So left leg down, lean to the left and lengthen. And then take the right leg out and continue to extend the arms and the leg. And let's come back to the center, right foot down and forward fold. We're going to step the right leg back and bring the knee down, and let's come on up to crescent lunge, opening the heart. And looking straight ahead, we're going to curl the toes under, lift the right leg up. So we're in high lunge. Reach forward. And here we go. Let's try to lift the leg up for warrior 3. And then stepping forward, hands to our heart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Knee down. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Arms up. So crescent lunge. Now we're going to look straight ahead, curl the toes under, lift the left leg up, high lunge. And then reaching forward, we're going to go back to that warrior 3. Left leg lifts up. And then stepping forward, hands to our heart. And take a couple more breaths, rolling the shoulders down. And let's add on here, we're going to come up on our toes, lifting the heels. feeling the feet. And then heels down. Let's take our right leg out and point the toe. So toe is down in front of us, and lift and lower the leg 5 times. And then right foot down. We're going to switch, and let's try it with the left leg, pointing the left toe, lifting and lowering 5 times. And then left foot down. So both feet are down. Let's inhale up and exhale, forward fold. Let's step back, down dog. We're going to take 3 more breaths. And lift the right leg up. Let's step the leg forward. We're going to come back up to high lunge and take 3 breaths. And twist to the right, cross the arm over, hands together. And left fingers down, right arm up. And let's come back, down dog. And left leg lifts up and steps forward to a lunge, and then our high lunge, reaching up, 3 breaths. Twist to the left, arm crosses over, hands together. And then right fingers down, left arm up in our twist, even deeper twist. We're going to step back to down dog. And come forward to our plank and back to dog. And then 2 more times, forward to plank and back to dog. And now lift the right leg up, coming forward to plank and hold. Back to dog, right foot down and switch the legs, left leg up and forward to plank and hold. And back to dog. And let's come into our child's pose, stretch the feet on the way down, arms behind us. And now we're going to sit on our heels, sitting up tall. Let's take our right hand down and lift that left arm over. Side stretch. And go to the other side, left one down, right arm over. And let's come back to the center. We're going to clasp our hands behind us, roll the shoulders down. First of all, just take a couple of breaths here. We're going to turn just the head to the right. And then over to the left. Back to the center. And let's come into our rabbit pose. So head comes down and hips up. And let's sit back on our heels, and we're going to put our hands down. Release the hands on the mat. Lift the hips up. Let's do our quad stretch. And 1 more breath. And let's come back to our child's pose and take a breath. And then all fours again. And bird dog, right leg lifts up, left arm out. We're gonna bend the right leg and see if we can hold the right foot with our left hand. After that quad stretch, maybe we can do it. And one more breath. And release, so knee and hand come down. And switch, left leg out, right arm out first of all. And then bend the left leg and hold. See if you can grab a hold of your foot with the right hand. And lift the leg up. And one more breath. And let's release that down to the mat. And we're going to be on our knees and reach the arms up for a little back bend, opening the heart. And then let's put our hands back down on the mat. We're going to lift up, down dog, 3 breaths. And then walking forward to the top of our mat, holding the elbows in our forward fold, and then keep holding the elbows, Utkatasana. And let's reach all the way up as we come up. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart. And let's take a couple of breaths. Let's come into dancer. So we're going to hold our right foot again, lifting the right knee up, left arm up. See if you can lengthen the arm up as that leg comes behind or even to the left leg. And then let's come into warrior 3, right leg back. And then warrior 1, and arms come up. And as we reach forward, right hand down, left arm up. And both arms up, palms together over our head. And then we're going to clasp our hands behind us, humble warrior. And let's come on up for our back bend, opening the throat. And head back to neutral. Let's try our warrior 3 again. Still holding our hands. Lift the right leg up. And then stepping forward, hands to our heart. And take another breath. So we're going to root our right foot down, bring our left knee up and hold the foot. Dancer, right arm up. And then let's try our warrior 3, left leg back. And warrior 1, arms up and breathe deeply. Reaching forward, left hand down, right arm up. And then both arms up with our palms together. And let's clasp our hands behind us and come into humble warrior. And feel that opening and Release the head. And let's come up in our back bend, opening the heart. Head back to neutral and our warrior three again. Left leg lifts up. And let's step forward and hands to our heart. Let's notice our feet here. We're going to come up on our toes. And then down on our heels and just feel the feet. Feel the lengthening of each toe. And let's inhale up and forward fold. We're going to step back, down dog. Feel the difference in the whole spine. Let's see about our dolphin pose. So normally we don't come at it this way, but it might be helpful to hold your hands together and then slowly coming up on the toes and walking forward. Whatever is comfortable today. See if you can lift up even higher. We've been doing all the stuff for our feet, so they should be warmed up by now. And another deep breath. And then let's walk back to that half arm plank and take a few breaths. And then coming down into Sphinx and breathing, feeling the lengthening of the spine. And one more breath. And let's come all the way down on our belly, reaching the arms over the head. And breathe into the belly. And let's try our dancer on our belly. So we're going to bend our right leg and hold the right foot and press the thigh down into the mat as you flex the foot. And let's roll onto our back and put our right foot down on the floor. We're going to lift our left leg up and hold the big toe. 3 breaths. And then let's release the leg down, arm over the head. We're rolling back on our belly and releasing the right leg down. And just take a couple of breaths to lengthen the arms. And we're going to bend the left one and hold the left ankle. And just press the quad down as you flex the foot. And roll onto our back so our left foot comes down. We're going to reach the right leg up and hold the big toe. And 3 breaths. And then release the leg down, arm over the head, roll back onto the belly, and release the left leg down. And we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, but off the mat. So cobra position. Let's do 5 with our hands off the mat. Big breath. And one more. And then putting the hands down, pressing back to child's pose. and downward dog. And right leg lifts up, warrior two. And sink a little deeper, maybe you can come a little wider. And let's reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And we're going to slide the right fingers down to the inside of the foot, left arm up. And then bring the left hand down to the mat. We're going to come in our twist, right arm up. And let's try our dragon here. And just hold, you could bring the leg down or just hold and breathe. Feeling the stretch. And then we're coming back to our side angle pose, right fingers down and left arm up. And then our warrior two. And Trikonasana. Let's try our half moon. So we'll hop that left leg up. Oh boy, should we try it? Let's do it. Let's bend the left leg. See if you can find the big toe. I don't care what you do with it. Straighten your leg out, just kind of experiment. And then release, and we're gonna come back to triangle. It was just a little fun experiment. And one more breath. And let's come on up. And reach both arms up in our wide-legged pose, a little back bend, and forward fold. Side to side with the legs, transverse lunges. And then in the center, just let the head hang for another breath. And let's come up again, another back bend, reaching up. And then warrior two, left foot's turning out. And reverse. And then left fingers down on the inside of our left foot, right arm up. Feel that deeper stretch. And right hand down to the mat. We're going to come in to our twist, left arm up. And let's come into dragon. So left hand on the inside of the left foot. And feel the lengthening here, the alignment in the hip. And we're going to go back to our side pose. Left fingers down and right arm up. And warrior two. And then straightening the left leg, Trikonasana. And we're ready for our half moon. Let's hop that right leg up. And we're going to go for it again. So as you bend the right leg, let's see if we can find the big toe. Stretch the leg wherever it goes. And then we're going to release and come back to Trikonasana. And let's come all the way up. Both arms reach up, a little back bend. And let's come into our goddess pose, turning our feet out and bringing the arms open and closed. And let's hold for 3 more breaths. Come a little deeper. And then inhale up, come back to down dog. And forward to up dog. And see if you can come to the top of your feet here in up dog. And then knees down, we're going into child's pose. And let's sit up on our heels and bring our hands to our heart. Just notice and feel. Really good. So we're going to reach our arms forward, another child's pose, downward dog. Walk to the top of the mat. And let's roll up this time, 1 vertebrae at a time, and reaching the arms out and up like a big bird, hands to our heart, and just feel. Feel from the top of your head down to your toes. Feel your posture. And then we're going to come in our squat. So let's release any tension out of our back. And we'll take a few more breaths. And just a couple more breaths. And now we're going to roll down on our back. And we're going to start by bringing our knees to our chest and just hug the legs in and make some circles with the hips. And feel any release and circle in the opposite direction. We're going to put our feet down on the mat, cross the right knee over the left, and feel free to use your ball. So we're rolling the legs to the left and letting the weight of our hips and gravity to help us continue to open as we breathe. And 2 more breaths. And then we're going to slowly come back to the center and uncross. And try the other side, crossing our left knee over the right as we roll the legs over to the right and breathe in our twist. Just notice the circulation in your whole body. And 2 more breaths. And now we're going to come back to the center and uncross. And let's roll the hips up, lifting a little bit higher, walking the shoulder blades closer together. And let's roll all the way down. And we're going to come into our final pose of Shavasana. So just getting comfortable and closing the eyes. Feeling the weight of our body pressing into the mat and being held by the earth as we release any tension in our neck and shoulders, feeling our head pressing down, and trace your spine one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the tailbone and the sacrum. Feel the hips and the legs and the feet relax. Notice the breath coming into the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. Feel your body relaxing deeper and deeper. And we're going to focus today on our solar plexus region, the navel area, the battery of our body. And just observing how the breath is coming in and going out. Perhaps you can feel the space between each inhale and each exhale. And with each inhale, we're wishing ourselves good health and harmony, peace for our homes, families, and communities, and for our brothers and sisters everywhere, all over the world. Let's slowly begin to inhale more deeply and wiggle the fingers and the toes and reach the arms over our head and stretch and roll to the side and come on up. And let's bring our hands to our heart to seal in our practice today together. Taking a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Happy Friday.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, pickleball player. Are you playing today, Bill?
Not today.
Not today. Okay, well, everybody be careful of the stuff, the breathing out there. So take care.
Every
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.